Hello students, how are you all? Hope you are all fine. Have you heard about the protest that is going on in Ladakh? There people are fighting for their rights, right? You might have seen in the news about Sonam Wangchuk and the related issue. Okay, there people are struggling for their rights. What are rights? What are fundamental rights? Do you know that? Come, let's study in this class. Fundamental rights are the most important and basic rights granted to the citizens of a country by the constitution of that country. It is very essential for the all-round development of individual, and the government cannot take away such rights through ordinary legislation. Fundamental rights guarantees some basic rights to each and every citizens of the country. The Indian Constitution in Part 3 explains about the fundamental rights of citizens of India. There are various reasons for the inclusion of fundamental rights in the Constitution of India. Let's check one by one. The first one is the denial of rights that the Indian people had to suffer during the British rule. We know that the British treated India as a colony and a market for exporting raw materials and for importing finished products. So, people of India doesn't had any right at that time. So, the constitution makers felt that the citizens must be given some fundamental rights. The second reason is that values upheld by the freedom struggle and the ideas of the Indian Renaissance movement. We know that during both these instances, various ideas are put forward by highly educated people like Jawaharlal Nehru, B.R. Ambedkar, and all. So, these form the basis for the inclusion of fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution. Now, let's check what are the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Constitution of India to each and every citizens of our country. There are 6 fundamental rights. The first one is right to equality. Next, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. Let's check it one by one. First one, right to equality. This right ensures that each and every person of the country will be treated equally by the law of this country. There will be no discrimination on the basis of class, caste, sex, or place of birth of the person in the country. Whether if he is born in a high class family or low class family or in a tribal area or in a city area doesn't matter. The law treats each and everyone equally. This right also guarantees equal access to hotel, shops, well, pond, bathing goods and public roads. Equality of opportunity in public jobs is also guaranteed by the right to equality. It prohibits untouchability and also abolishes various titles. Next one, right to freedom. We all know that we have some freedom. Let's check it one by one. The right to freedom is included in the part 19 to 22 of part 3. The rights and freedom mentioned in article 19 are freedom of speech and expression. Everyone in the country have the right to freely express their mind. Next one is freedom to assemble peacefully. People can assemble peacefully and they can form association. They can form freely through the territory of India. They can reside in any part of India and can practice the profession of their choice. These are included in the right to freedom. Next one, right against exploitation. We know that during the British period, British rule times, Indian peoples were being exploited in different means. Here, The Constitution guarantees some rights against exploitation. Article 23 of the Constitution prohibits forced labor and human trafficking. And Article 24 prohibits employing children under the age of 14 in mines, factories, or other hazardous working places. Next one is right to freedom of religion. We know that India is a diverse country in all means, whether it is in the term of physiography or in the term of culture or in the lifestyle of people, everyone is different. India has diverse religions also: Hinduism, Christianity, Jainism, Buddhism, Islam, etc. And the country doesn't have any religion. India give equal protection to each and every religion. At the same time, India doesn't have a national religion. So, the constitution gives the right to each and every citizen in the country to follow the religion of their choice. They can also choose not to follow any of the religion. The constitution grants equal treatment to all religions in the country. Next one is cultural and educational rights. These are the rights granted by the Constitution to the minorities in the country. Using this fundamental right, the minorities can preserve their culture, language, and script. Minorities have the right to establish and run their own educational institutions. Here in this picture, we can see tribal girls. So they have the right to protect their culture and their way of living. This is guaranteed by the Constitution of India. Next one, right to constitutional remedies. Here we can see the image of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He is the architect of Indian Constitution. He describes that this right is the heart and soul of Indian Constitution, because this is the most important part in the fundamental rights. What is it? Right to constitutional remedies. This means whenever our fundamental rights are violated, we can directly approach the Supreme Court under Article 32 or the High Court under Article 226. If your fundamental right, as we studied several fundamental rights in the above sections, so, if any of these fundamental rights are violated by anyone, you don't need to go to lower courts or any other place. You just go to the Supreme Court or High Court for restoring your lost fundamental right. So, B.R. Ambedkar has explained the right to constitutional remedies as the most important or the heart and soul of the Constitution of India. So, the six fundamental rights guaranteed to each and every citizen of India by the Constitution of India. Do you remember the 6 rights? Fundamental rights? Yes, we remember. Okay, hope you have understood the class and enjoyed the class. Now it's the time to wind up. Okay, let's see in the next session. Bye.